The master was continually, consistently pointing out in satsang what he was pointing to, what he was asking for from the one who was sitting before him, was simply to look where he was pointing to, which sometimes spoken of as the source, the substratum. Looking, not following out the mind stream, but looking to where the mind stream arises from. And recognize this as your own true self, your Buddha nature. Essentially, the master's teaching comes down to simply seeing. It was truly and is truly this very bare bones essential, not even a teaching, this pointing. He wasn't giving any tools, techniques, strategies, practices. He was pointing to the silence itself. He wasn't giving a mantra to utilize in some practice over time to get to that very place that one already always is. I think the tendency is to complicate things with our thinking habits. In this, there's nothing to figure out. There's no puzzle really to be solved. It's the simple seeing for one's own self, that which I am in truth. And in that realization, in that awakening, one sees that one's true nature is consciousness itself, presence itself, peace, contentment, call it what you will, itself. And then perhaps there is even another awakening to the realization that while we can come to know that our true nature is pure consciousness itself is a mystery. What is that we speak of when we say pure consciousness? No form, no beginning or end, no boundaries, indescribable, timeless. Cannot ever really be objectified. Can't be objectified and then investigated. For it is always the subject itself, consciousness. So maybe in this first awakening, this realization, I am consciousness itself, that itself instills a kind of great confidence. and this realization that consciousness itself is a mystery and unknowable really invites a great humility. So confidence and humility sit side by side. Perhaps humility is not something that one can say it is attained. Perhaps it's enough to say that it is an amazing blessing and grace to aspire as a simple human being for the humility that sits along now with the confidence. For sure and certain, we are not that unworthy one found in the content of the mind stream. We are not that one that story is about. Who one so often takes that one to be one's self. That one is only found within the confines of the mind stream and nowhere else. That's true.